and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Set for 18, Gator.
Here we go.
Exit. Cut.
Off play action. Love rolling to his right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Love. And Adams has it, complete. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Off the play fake. Love. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's brought down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On 1st and 10, Prescott looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught inside the 5. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Now Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. So here we go on and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he won't get back to the line of scrimmage this time either as they stop him behind the line once more.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch twist. Hatchet. Here we go, 47.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
That's it, baby.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
47.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 35.
First down, Detroit.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Jones has it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 21 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The end result, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun. Love. Touchdown. Cameron Brate. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Here we go, 46. Hayward. Watch the curve. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it? And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From the gun on 3rd down, Love. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
of his end zone. Prescott. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Here's Jones. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Dancing to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Flushed out right. It's caught by Funchess. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Love flushed to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He sets up the screen to Jones. That goes for a gain of 31. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Love, and it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Cameron Brate as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Kill.
Final play of the half. Prescott. Open man is Cameron Batson. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. To throw is Prescott. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards, the final tally.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Prescott looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Cameron Batson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions were able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
7 yards, the pickup on the and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 41 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Ready, go.
They'll try again with Jones. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got room. And he will return this this one to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6 at the 26-yard line.
Off play action. Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Joker, 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 Joker. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Coming. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. And an alley to run. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. Love. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Packers 49, Lions 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
42, Mike 42, check. 42.
Prescott from the gun. Complete to Jones. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
First down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. This complete to Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Prescott. He completes it to Jones. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
To throw on second down. Love. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Second and 2. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. It's a quarterback sneak, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
I got you. I got you.
To throw again on second down. Prescott, and he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
58, boys, 58.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. It's caught. Jones. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Prescott on first down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Cameron Batson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike is 59. Mike's the 59.
Now Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.